Gentleman reserves. Gentleman from Pennsylvania is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just 1 point in rebuttal to my good friend from Massachusetts. You know, Republicans, we do support toxic exposed veterans. Yesterday, I personally offered an amendment in the Rules Committee to bring up the Healthcare for Burn Pit Veterans Act. By the way, that passed unanimously in the Senate. We could again be doing that right now. That doesn't stop us from debating the current bill. We can walk and chew gum at the same time. But the only thing that's delaying getting the Senate version of this bill onto the president's desk at the end of this week is the Democratic Party. We could pass that bill this week. To talk about oil and gas and energy issues, I'd like to yield my good friend from Louisiana, Representative Garret Graves, 3 minutes.
Thank you. I want to thank the gentleman from Louisiana.
Excuse me, gentleman requested how many minutes?
I'm sorry, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Gentleman is recognized for 3 minutes.
I want to thank the gentleman from Louisiana, and Mr. Speaker, thank you for the recognition. I just heard my friends on the other side say, let's follow the money. Let's follow the money. Mr. Speaker, right now, under this administration, we have gone from buying approximately 76,000 barrels of crude oil a day to surging to 198,000 barrels of crude oil every single day. If you add in other petroleum products, Mr. Speaker, let's follow the money. The additional $22 million a day that we're giving to Vladimir Putin, if you add it all up, we're giving him $7 billion a year. $7 billion a year. That goes toward the $65 billion Vladimir Putin puts toward military spending every single year. Yes, let's follow the money. I hear my friends on the other side talk about emissions. Oh, we can't do these things because it's going to cause greater emissions. Let's once again look at the facts, Mr. Speaker. Under the previous administration, on average, emissions went down 2.5% a year. Under President Biden, they have increased 6.3% every single year. Let's follow the money. You know who's paying that money? It's the Americans that can least afford it. Whether it's the $12 extra every single time they're filling up their vehicle with gas, whether it's the $700 to $1,700 a year in extra electricity payments that Americans are paying this year to heat their homes. Mr. Speaker, yes, let's follow the money, because the people in America that can least afford it, they're the ones that are paying the bill for these irresponsible, ill-advised energy policies that, Mr. Speaker, you can go back and look at the record. We're the ones who advocated otherwise. Here's the deal. This administration has stopped offshore production, prevented new lease sales, prevented onshore production. This majority has tried to impose a $10,000 per year, per mile pipeline fee, tried to raise royalty fees, increase severance taxes on energy, on domestic energy. Do you think Vladimir Putin's doing the same thing to Russian energy? I can answer that, Mr. Speaker. Absolutely not. The policies that this bill fixes are the errors that this administration and this majority in Congress made in imposing this energy crisis on us, in raising energy prices for Americans that can least afford it. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry that the facts don't yield or don't result in the narrative that my friends on the other side are trying to establish. Let's be clear at why we have an energy crisis in America, why we're dependent upon Vladimir Putin for energy, why we are funding the military atrocities that he is carrying out in Ukraine right now. And let's support this bill, this legislation that Congresswoman McMorris-Rodgers and Congressman Westerman have pushed to ensure that we can have a clean American energy future. Yield back.